Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Nikki G back at it with another video. Today's video, I'm going to tell you guys how you can make six figures a year from selling beats. I've been selling beats for about 3 years now and have made very comfortable living off of it. So I kind of want to share some tips. I kind of have a video that's similar to this. So I'm going to kind of reiterate some of those important points and give you guys some additional tips. So if you like what you hear in the video, make sure to drop me a like and a subscribe, and I will be sure to keep uploading. And if you have any other video suggestions, make sure to drop it in the comments and I will get to that as well. So the first thing I'm going to tell you that I use to sell my beats would be from Instagram. I know I definitely brought this up in my last video, but Instagram is a fantastic way to find rappers. You can easily find rappers by going on to their pages and then seeing who they follow as well. So if you just want to spend some time going through different rappers and looking at it, the easiest way to sell beats to people on Instagram definitely would be to DM them. I suggest sending out about 50 to 100 messages a day. The more messages you send out, the better chance you have of actually selling a beat. Selling beats is all going to be about consistency and how much you stay in it. So even if you find those rappers, it's going to be how do you convert? How do you get closer with them? How do you actually close the sale and get them to keep coming back? The more work you put in up front will probably make it so it'll snowball, and then they'll continuously come back to you for more sales. I know in my last video I really just kind of touched on like how to find different rappers. So in this one I'm going to kind of go more in detail. I would make sure you're finding quality people to send to, because like I said, if you do spend the time early, you're going to develop consistent relationships with these people and they're going to continuously come back to you for more beats in the end. And that's going to make a consistent cash stream for you, and you're not even going to have to do a ton of work. So make sure you're making your Instagram page look professional and like something someone's going to want to come and purchase beats from. And the more messages you send out and the more time you spend researching and finding people that match up with your beat style, the more money you're going to make and the easier you're going to make it. So another place that I've had amazing luck selling beats would be on Spotify, and I know I showed this as well. Spotify is a little bit harder just because you have to do a couple extra steps. Sometimes they don't have a contact page, but all the same, it's really just going to be more about the quality and how you go about talking with these people. A lot of times they have other rappers and other friends that they can refer you to, and just ask if you can get in the studio with them. Another place that I've done okay with selling beats that I don't think I mentioned in my last video would be Beatstars. I just think there's such a flood of people on Beatstars. If you have the money to spend on promotion, Beatstars would be good, but you have to put money out front and people have to reach out to you on there versus you reaching out to them. So excuse me, it's a little bit harder that way, so you're gonna have more of a budget, but it's also a good way to build up and show people that you're a reputable producer if you're able to build up a Beatstars account and people continuously sub to you and come back to you. Another thing that I would do and suggest doing when you're going about selling beats is to make sure that you have your beat tagged with some type of like mini contract that says if you use this beat then blank, just so you're protecting yourself. I've sent out beats before that have been used and I've never seen $1 and I haven't heard from them again, and it just kind of sucks. So if you actually put your beat on Beatstars and then download it yourself, it'll have a Beatstars one. So I've just been doing that with mine just so that it has a little bit of something over it and protecting it. So if they want to use it, then they're going to have to get back in touch with you. But other than that, I would just make sure you're not being spammy. I know a lot of people will try to spam me with their beats, trying to get me to buy it even though I'm a producer, so it doesn't entirely make sense. But just like try to be as genuine as possible and try to actually make connections with these people. It's not all about selling right away. I know you want to make the money, you want to get your beats out, but just connect with people, give them a deal, give them something to come back to you for, and down the line, you're going to build up a clientele, and it's going to keep continuously getting bigger and bigger. And the more people that you work with, the more that they can tell, and your work's going to get out and it's going to spread. And if you spend the time now, you're not going to have to spend nearly as much time later on. So I know this was kind of a similar video to what I just talked about, but I kind of wanted to hit on some of those important points that really is just quality over quantity, but still make sure that the quantity is there. And make sure you're just spending the time to research and not be spamming. Just try to be genuine. And even if the sales aren't there right now, I promise you they will continue to grow. If you guys have any questions, feel free to DM me on my page, Nicolecki Beats, or at Nicolecki. I'll be happy to give you some tips, check out your beats, give you some feedback, or if you want me to do something on here with that, I can do that as well. But for now, I'm going to be out, and I will try to get another video to you guys later this week.